Now, Ghana's fintech industry has witnessed significant growth, leading to new opportunities for businesses and individuals, as well as challenges for regulators seeking to maintain a balance between innovation, consumer protection, and financial sector goals. With me on Zoom to discuss trends is John Appiah, Chief Executive Officer of eTransact Ghana Limited. Good afternoon to you. A pleasure to have you on the program. Ghana's economy has come under pressure. We've been talking a lot about it. How are fintechs navigating these economic challenges?
Much for having me on your show today. And we're very excited to be a part of a program like yours. Quickly, I'll just say that the whole idea of fintech, where we are, is that we're all about providing solutions. And so despite the economic downturn, despite what is happening around the world, we see that as opportunities to actually innovate. And in times where the economy is very tough, you find that innovation is key. How do you diversify your products to be able to increase financial inclusion and be able to make the customer happy? So an increase and a focus on customer experience, diversification of your products. Maybe you start going more into loans and insurance and seeing how you can partner other institutions to increase customer experience and bring more products to bear.
So what are the opportunities and risks amid these economic challenges?
Well, to be honest, I don't see anything as risk. I see that even in times when you have what people would deem as risk, it's actually an opportunity to innovate, an opportunity to invent. And you look at the world around, some of our greatest inventions, like penicillin, were all accidental, or they came at a time when there was upheaval in the economy and people had to find alternatives. So the only thing that I see at the moment is that it's time to innovate. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. We have to innovate. We have to see how we increase customer experience. And we at eTransact, that is our focus. How do we simplify people's lives by bringing solutions, digital solutions that make their life easier? And of course, we have issues around cybersecurity and fraud, which are really big risks. But at eTransact as well, I think we're working very hard, as well as other fintechs, to make sure that we're able to protect customer data and increase their user experience.
Well, we talk about cybersecurity. In recent times, there's been a rise in digital fraud, especially online loan scams. Is this something players in the fintech industry are concerned about?
Oh, yes, definitely. Because you see, the one thing about fraud is that it erodes confidence. It erodes confidence in technology. It erodes confidence in the fintech area. So if, for example, there's a bridge that you are always crossing and you realize that every time you cross the bridge, someone robs you on the bridge, you stop taking that bridge. And financial technology, fintech, is a bridge. It's a bridge that we use to offer financial services to people through mobile handsets, through the web. So we don't want to erode the confidence in the system. But I think we've been able to place our hands on the pulse and find ways in which we reduce this erosion of trust in the system. Education is key, for instance. We have to continue educating ourselves as well as our clients and our customers on the common areas that people usually do fraudulent activities. Another area is in terms of real-time alerts. When transactions happen, we want to be able to alert customers in real time so that they know if there's an unusual login from a device that has never been used, or there's an unusually large amount of some type of money moved around. You alert the customer to be able to verify whether they are actually behind this. And another one is the KYC process. What begins is what ends. The input dictates the output. Our KYC process has to be robust, such that the verification of IDs are robust, so that we make sure that the people we're dealing with are the actual people transacting. And encryption of details and the data of our customers is key. And at eTransact, you have all their certification. We're ISO certified to ensure that data is encrypted, customer data is well kept and well respected. And so I think with these things in place, and the fintech industry is being able to find a way in which to to help in the fight against cybersecurity and fraud.
Well, as government looks to raise more revenue, there has been an issue with taxes. How does your industry welcome taxes?
Well, they said there's two certain things in life, which is death and taxes. So we know that taxes will definitely happen. And taxes on its own is not a bad thing. All around the world, you realize that in countries where the tax bracket is quite wide and public services are increased. But I think, like with everything in life, it's about trying to find an equilibrium between taxing and being able to stifle innovation. And we pray for a system where we're able to pay our taxes, but we're allowed to still be innovative. Because when you have very high or excessive taxes, especially for smaller fintechs, this can cripple fintechs predominantly, and it doesn't allow them to be competitive. We're living in a global era where, as fintechs or technology companies, we're competing with other tech companies or fintech companies around the world. So we need to remain competitive. If the taxes we're paying in Ghana are excessive and too high, you find out that business ends up going to other countries, and we are not being able to be competitive with other countries.
What's your outlook, do you think, for the fintech industry for the rest of the year? And while you talk about innovation, what sort of innovation would make us achieve our financial sector goals as a country?
Well, innovations that deal with the main areas of this sector. So, for instance, around gold, around oil, around insurance, around financial inclusion, anything that allows the bracket to be widened, I think is a good thing, because you see, financial inclusion is a pillar of development. And once we're able to help more people to access the world of finance through credit, through savings, through insurance, it actually becomes a building block that affects different parts of society, from health to education to welfare. So it's absolutely vast. In terms of outlook, I see this trend in digitalization to continue. If you look around the world now, 1 in every $4 has been spent on VCs investing in fintechs. So I see this drive for digitalization to continue. Like I said in the earlier on when I joined, we at eTransact, our message is simplify your life. And I think that is what fintechs and technology is bringing to bear. We're helping to simplify people's lives by bringing solutions to them that enhance their life. And so that's why I see the trend in fintech increasing.
John Appiah, Chief Executive, eTransact Ghana Limited, thank you so much for joining us on the marketplace. Well.